I bought one of Nike's most hated shoes. Here's how they've held up after 410 days. Maybe you just bought these and you're second guessing your decision, or you're just wondering if these are still worth the price. Don't worry, I got you. Let's get into it. My first impressions, solid shoe. At $80, yes, the price has gone up $5 since I did my last review, but these shoes still scream value. And let's be honest, no one's calling these knockoff Air Force Ones. At least anymore. And if they are, they can't even tell the difference. And if they say they can, call them a liar. The loudest voice in the room always wins. That's the rules. I don't make them up. I just work here. Styling wise, these shoes are versatile enough for about anything. A date, a game night, a night out on the town, going to the club even. Just make sure you keep them clean. Comfort, we'll get to that in a bit. So now let's talk durability. 1 year in, and these shoes have held up way better than I expected. The creases, most of these showed up in the first 2 weeks of wearing these, and they haven't really gotten much worse since then. They're a lot more noticeable when the shoes are dirty, so clean them up and you should be good to go. Now, the toe box is still intact, and that's a big win. Now, compare those to my Air Force Ones, right? These Forces are 3 years old, and look at them warping. Now, this is from babying them. I don't wear these that often. In comparison to that Court Vision after a year, it's not too bad. Now, the Visions do have some loose threads, but it's not really anything major. And the soles, as you can see, they're barely worn out. But I'm not out here running marathons in them, and these aren't my dailies anymore. Comfort. Here's the truth. These break in really quickly, but that's mainly because the sole is pretty thin. After wearing these for a while, they get that feeling of where you can feel the ground through the shoe as you walk. For casual wear, they're fine. For a full day of walking or standing, these ain't it.
And just like Air Force Ones, these are super easy to style. They go with just about anything.
You want the secret to making these last long? Clean them regularly. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Need a tutorial? That'll probably be one of my next videos. If not, there's already a link in the description for said video. Also, if you're serious about preserving these, get a shoe tree or just stuff them with socks like I've done here. It's cheap, easy, and effective. Look at that. It'll go back down over time, but we stuff them with a sock. Now, what do you want to know? How do these compare to Air Force Ones? Did you hear how clunky that was? That's just a doom. In comparison to Air Force Ones, these are cheaper and less prone to warping. You do get some weird creases, but overall, I would like these creases over these big ones. You can see this toe box does not really crease. It's just that one big crease. But again, I don't wear these that often. Against Air Force Ones, they're cheaper and less prone to that weird warping, but the materials aren't nearly as good as on the Air Force Ones. But from what I'm hearing, they don't make Air Force Ones like they used to. Like I said, these are 3 years old. I don't know how the ones coming off the production line now are. So take that into account. If you want affordable and stylish sneakers that you don't have to baby, then I would probably go with these. But if comfort is your priority, then I might look elsewhere. So are the Nike Court Visions worth it after 1 year? For me, it's an easy yes. The price, accessibility, and style are an easy go-to for me. And really, here's the rundown. Price, accessibility, easy to style, strong points. Weak points, material isn't the best, and it's a pretty thin shoe overall. If you're okay with those trade-offs, then these are a solid pick. If you enjoyed this update but want some more details, then go ahead and check out my initial review of these, where I go way more in depth about everything you just heard in this video. And there's also a styling video for even more tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any different experience or just want to spread your knowledge, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.